Plangora.
Hello, fellow alchemists. Welcome back. I apologize about last week missing the video. It's been crazy busy around over here, but really things are starting to clear up a little bit, and that hopefully will make me able to create much more higher quality videos. In the meantime, I still want to do my best to try to create one video a week. I apologize, I still cannot do that, but at least I'm getting one out today. Now, I was browsing around looking for some ideas that can be done very simply because, of course, we're very busy. And I wanted to show you guys something that I thought was really, really cool. And I'm not sure if everybody saw it. I was flipping through Fly.io's pages. If you haven't had a chance, check out their blog. They have excellent series about Phoenix, what you can do. I have not tried out Fly.io yet, but I'm looking to someday. And they have a great blog series with some well-known people. Chris McCord's working over there. Same with Mark Erickson, Brainlid from his podcast. Anyways, somebody wrote an article about how to do a Phoenix hook with datetimes, right? And what I thought was really cool about this is that actually I may have a need for this in a project I'm doing right now. So when you have a website and you're, say, in US at least, people may be in different time zones, right? US is a very, very big place. I think we got about 6 to 8 different time zones, something like that. And so you want to be able to show the time for somebody, right? So in Phoenix itself, of course, there's nothing there to detect what the browser is using for the time, not that I know about. If you do know something, please drop a comment down below, let me know about it. Otherwise, from what I understand, the best way to do this is actually using JavaScript to detect that. But if you're like me, you don't really like JavaScript, and so you're looking for something that you can do within Elixir in Phoenix, but you can still use JavaScript to get this done and use a hook, right? So this is pretty cool. I did see this on Fly.io's blog page, and so I just want to give credit to Fly.io and whoever wrote that blog post. It's a really great article. Give it a read, and I'm just going to show you guys how to do it over here. Again, this is not my idea. I want to make it very clear that I got this from somebody else, but I did want to share with you guys in case you guys did not see that blog. So let's go ahead and take a look over here. I have just a very simple page. In fact, I don't even have any classes on here. I just quickly whipped up something, and I have a time over here, date time. So over here, I have a very simple one. All I do is just assign datetime.utc now to here, and I'm running this out. So if we take a look at the page, it's basically giving me the time in UTC. This kind of time format maybe makes sense for you and I, but does not make sense for most people. And so what we can do is we can actually use JavaScript to make this into a local datetime according to the user's browser. So then what we can do is if we go back to the code, I went ahead and wrote this up already. I created a hooks and I created a local time hook. And all it does is when it's mounted, it's going to grab the attribute with the date time on it. And I'm going to take that date time and actually make a date object in JavaScript. And then I'm going to say, put it to string and set the element's text content to that. Very simple, very clear. Whenever it gets mounted, it does this too. And so from here, what I can do is I'll just take datetime over here. And because I'm using Keeks, I have to use this style. And what I do want initially is I don't want to show anything because I feel like showing the ugly format doesn't quite make sense. And I think if I show like something else, make it a little bit confusing. Maybe I could put loading or something like that down. But I think showing nothing maybe is a little bit better. That's kind of dependent on your own use case. So I'm just going to remove this text content over here and just save this. And then finally, I need to actually trigger my Phoenix hook. And it's called local time. And here we go. So of course you can get different things. You can style this any way you want. This is just a very much a localized string. So because I'm in Hong Kong, it has Hong Kong Standard Time. We have GMT +8 because we're at +8. And finally the local time, which exactly is 2:10 at the time of recording. So this is pretty cool. Play with it how you want. You can obviously assemble this however you like to. And another thing you also can do too, which I want to show you now. So if this is actually in a place where things may get updated, what you can do is you can do it like this. This is actually what I've seen in the article, which I thought was pretty smart. Is basically you can just put it into updated, and then on mounted, you can basically call this dot updated. I understand correctly. Make sure this is correct. And there we go. So even if your HTML will get updated, this will just get reran. Same as that code, nothing separate. And so you can see it's going to get called on mounted, which is just calling the updated. So if it does get updated, you know that's going to work automatically because you can see it working on the mounted. So again, this is Alan from Plangora. Please subscribe if you haven't. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.